So this is ABC News. Charlamagne is making the rounds. Charlamagne the God tells ABC News President Biden has no main character energy at all. This is your representative. Last time it was Cardi B. Now it's Charlamagne the God.
We're now going to bring you someone who has never been a guest on This Week or on any other Sunday public affairs show.
What a way to start the
He's an
show.
important and influential voice in politics and culture with millions of followers and listeners, which is why the White House pays attention to what he has to say. He's known as Charlamagne the God, and I sat down with him for this exclusive interview. He's one of the most influential voices in morning radio.
Yep, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, just hilarious. I don't know where the hell envy is at.
Also a television personality, podcast host, and New York Times bestselling author. His interviews with pop stars and politicians making viral moments like this.
So what's something that you always carry with you? Hot sauce.
I can't do this. I cannot do this with you coloreds. I cannot do this with you coloreds. Oh, Lord. Why would they even want to trot any of this crap back out on ABC looking half damn crazy?
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump and you ain't black.
Can we go back to Fannie?
She was fucking his best friend. So, I mean, everybody's fucking down here in Atlanta. I don't know what to tell you. They breeding like rabbits down here. Everybody getting ass.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Are you getting information right now?
Leonard McKelvey, known to America as Charlamagne the God, has built his following on charisma,
Ask this white man what his real name is. I promise you he don't know.
comedy, and blunt questions.
Yes, what was you thinking earlier this year when you got caught cheating in Vegas?
Hey, brother,
Mr.
listen.
Irresponsible.
In the last presidential election,
Well, imagine, I'm sorry to keep interrupting y'all. Imagine showing this on ABC News, probably either Sunday morning or prime time, where they're going to bring up a part where, what's his name, is Charlamagne is asking Kevin Hart about cheating. Come on now.
the Breakfast Club became a must-stop for Democratic candidates. With an average of more than 6 million monthly listeners, candidates sought to appeal to its younger, diverse audience. And in 2019, Charlamagne appeared at a campaign rally with then presidential candidate Kamala Harris. But it was his 2020 interview with Joe Biden that made the big
This interview. Oh, you coloreds.
biggest splash and drew criticism of Biden for his comments on black voters.
If you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump and you ain't black.
I met with Charlamagne at his radio studio to discuss the state of American politics. I saw you describe this campaign that we're headed into as a race between the cowards, the crooks, and the couch.
Yeah, the crooks are the Republicans. The cowards are the Democrats because they don't fight hard enough on anything. And, you know, the couch is voter apathy. And, you know, that's who everybody is up against in 2024. And right now, it feels like the couch is going to win. I don't know who that benefits, you know, by the couch winning, but it feels like the couch is going to win.
What's your sense? How engaged, how much is your audience paying attention to this race?
My audience, I feel like my audience is America. And when I'm out and about, just, you know, walking in the street, or people are calling into the radio station, like nobody is inspired, you know, by the upcoming election. Like, you know, I like nobody wants to see the rematch between, you know, Biden and Trump. And that's what makes me feel like the couch is going to win.
Why?
This is the first time in my life when people say things like, you know, this person is a threat to democracy.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely true. And it's mind-boggling to me that, you know, nobody is taking it as serious as I feel like they should. Like, we watched an attempted coup of this country happen on January 6th. And everybody's acting like it was just a bunch of people, you know, wilding at spring break, you know, down in Florida.
Yeah.
Like we.
So people are just taking talking points. So if you're saying that people are coming to you and saying it's a threat on democracy, do you then follow up with how come? How? Why do you say that? I bet you don't. You just hear people talking points. You can see this all over the internet. That's all that's being said. So Charlamagne, just because people are saying it, but then you're saying that people are going to the couch, like, come on now. If it's a threat, then wouldn't you think that they would be inclined to want to vote? Even, whoever it is, right? Wouldn't you think they would be more inclined to vote then if they really are saying it and meaning it and know what it means? Sir, come on now. Goodbye. Shout out to Jay for the 2. Thank you, honey. He said, Auntie Charlamagne is a patch-eyed demon. I don't know what is going on with this man. This face looks like he was just born. I don't know what is going on. But child, he need to give up the tea. I know he always say, I just eat right and I drink water. It's like, come on, child. That's not what it is. I'm not saying that it's like surgery or anything. I'm just saying this is looking crazy to me. Yo, shout out to Amazon. Yo, you're absolutely right. Charlamagne is really squiggy from Laverne and Shirley. He gets the donkey of the day. You're absolutely right. I'm looking at him like it's either Little Eddie Munster or it's Squiggy from Laverne and Shirley. It could be either or. Shout out to you for bringing up that reference, child. Y'all, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new.
Literally watched, people try to overthrow the government because they didn't like the results of an election led by a former, president. If that doesn't cause a sense of urgency in people, I don't know what will.
Biden does make that an issue over and over again. He constantly talks about that. Why is it not resonating?
Well, he's just an uninspiring candidate. There's nothing about, Joe Biden that makes you want to listen to him. That's why he should be leaning on, his vice president, Kamala Harris, who's way more.
Now, Charlamagne, that's not where you were 4 years ago, 3 short years ago, child. You was all up in there with Biden and listening to what he had to say and allowing this to fly by.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
You was push, and now we want to lean on the woman. So he thinks he's so in tune, y'all, that he thinks this is how in tune Leonard is, y'all, because y'all said that's what we need to call him. That's what we're going to call him. He thinks that leaning into Kamala Harris is where he's going to get, or I'm assuming this is another pander for blacks. All right, let's just go ahead and call it what it is. You think that that's going to get black people to go vote for Joe just for Kamala to come out there?
I told you to do Biden. Now we done lost a damn vote. We done lost a vote. That's going to go to Trump. God damn. I'm worshiping these people like they're God. Ain't nobody worshiping them. But God damn it, Chris, we need somebody in there with mother sense.
So do y'all listen to the radio? I don't listen to the radio. I listen to satellite. So there's people that really still listen to the daggone radio and listen to the Breakfast Club.
Charismatic than him. He should be leaning on, other surrogates like, Gavin Newsom or, Shapiro in Pennsylvania.
He said Gavin Newsom. He said Gavin Newsom. The governor of California.
And he should be leaning on people who are more inspiring than him, who are more charismatic than him, and he should just be, I guess, if you want to call it, the brains of the operation behind the scenes. That sounds crazy that we're saying that about a president of the United States of America, but he has no main character energy at all, none.
And what is that? Is that age? Is it the way he is? Why do you? What's the problem?
I don't think it has anything to do with age. I think it has just everything to do with him. Donald Trump is 3 years younger than President Biden, but he just comes off a lot more youthful. He comes off, like he has a lot more energy. And I always say this about them. Donald Trump seems more sincere about his lies than Joe Biden does about his truth.
Charlamagne endorsed Joe Biden in 2020, but says it was primarily because he had chosen Kamala Harris as his running mate.
So then I was right about the crime bill. Remember the crime bill? And we can't have him because of the crime bill. Oh, so just trot out some black woman, and I know y'all about to say she's not black. I know y'all. I know that's what you're about to say. Remember the crime bill, the crime bill, the crime bill. And then it was, she put so many black men behind bars. She put so many black men behind bars. How could she put so many black men behind bars? Oh my God. Now all of a sudden, oh yeah, we want them in there. Come on now. We can take it. It's not a problem.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
And of course that, right? Appreciate y'all. You still here. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe if you are new. Hit the like button. Thank you so much for all of your support. Leonard, come on, Leonard. Come on.
Has she met your expectations? You've been kind of tough on her.
Yeah, no, she hasn't. But I don't think it's too late for her to pivot. I think that right now, historically, vice presidents have always kind of played their role. Their role is to just basically parrot the president, speak, on behalf of the president. But I think, man, we're in a new era, right? Like for new jack problems, we need new jack solutions. Mm-hmm. And she serves a unique purpose, right? Because she is the first woman of color in that position. So there's things that she could talk about. There's things that she could say that I feel like, he can't. And I mean, man, we all remember her in those Senate hearings.
You know what she can say that he can't? She could go back to saying, if you don't vote for me, then you ain't black, even though Joe already said it. That's what he's saying without saying it. She can talk about black people, and then they're going to say that Donald Trump can't, even though Donald Trump will. This is the part where I'm like, are y'all not paying attention? Because he going to talk. He gonna say what he gonna have to say because it's not gonna make a daggone bit of difference. I feel like people are too focused on Donald damn Trump instead of being focused on what the hell it is that you need to do in order to be successful. Like, I understand that you got to study, but child, we already know what the damn play is with that daggone man. And the more that y'all out here trying to talk about him, trying to bring him down, trying to bring up these charges, trying to tell people this, that, and the third, or you racist, it's not going to work. What am I missing? Y'all, this half damn crazy. Try out Kamala. Try out Kamala. I think that's going to work. Shout out to Earl. But you know that that's what they want to hear. This is another episode of trying to win over you Negroes.
When she was pressing those people, when she was like really on, she was prosecuting these people. And I want to see her prosecute the case against Donald Trump in this country. I feel like she...
Oh, no. So now... Lord, help your people. Lord, help your people.
Take me to the king. Truth is, I'm tired.
So previously in the beginning, it was, look at what she did to black men. Look at everything that she did to black men. All she did was convict black men. Now it's, I want to see what she did when she was in office. She can go ahead and do the prosecution that she used to do. My head hurts, y'all. My head hurts all damn ready, child.
She could go out there and really let the American people, know what's going on. I'd like to see her going on outlets like Fox News. I'd like to see her going in there and mixing it up.
Well, do you get blowback from the White House? Because you, even now in this conversation, you're very tough on Biden. So when you say something critical, do you hear from him?
Yeah, and I think that's the stupidest ever, because I think that, I'm sorry.
But we can bleep that out.
Yeah. Because I feel like you should be able to criticize whoever your elected official is, right? Yeah. And even if I do criticize them, I'm criticizing them because of what I see coming up in November. I see what we're facing. So what I'm saying to them is, where is the sense of urgency? You can't keep saying that there's a threat to democracy, and democracy as we know it is going to be gone, but not act like it. And the other problem is they've always done this with every single Republican candidate. Since I've been alive, whoever the Republican presidential candidate has been, they've demonized. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter if it's John McCain. It doesn't matter if it was, Mitt Romney. It doesn't matter who it is. They will demonize the Republican candidate. And now that there's an actual legitimate threat right there in our faces, they're like the party who cried wolf. Nobody believes them.
Do you think Trump's going to win?
I don't know, but that's what's scary about it, right?
You do know. You absolutely do know. I like John McCain. I absolutely like John McCain. I actually even was all right with Mitt Romney. But you know, some of you coloreds can never look at any other Republicans ever, never, ever, no way. Child. Who voted for John Kerry around here? Okay. Wasn't it John Kerry? Let me see. Is it John Kerry? Was it? I'm trying to figure out. It's been so long, child. It's been so long. I can't remember past Obama, to be perfectly honest with you. Obama, Trump, and Biden. I can't even remember who was before. George. Bush. Was it Bush, Obama, Trump, Biden? Okay. Shout out to Decline Management. Kerry versus Bush. Ooh, Lord. He talking about he don't know. Charlamagne, you know. That's why you out here talking this talkity talk. Joe probably called him up and said, listen, Ninja, I give you an extra waiver of your kids' college tuition. Allegedly. If you go ahead on ABC News, we need you out there speaking. Why do you think he's on here? Like, is this not strange for Charlamagne the God to be on ABC News, y'all? This just looks out of place. I don't know. Did Cardi B go on here, y'all? I don't know.
Thing he's done, right? Attempted coup of this country, put the Supreme Court judges on who got rid of Roe v. Wade, takes credit, says, I am the one who got rid of Roe v. Wade. Me, I did that. When you see all of that, it really shouldn't be close, right? But when you have a candidate like President Biden, who the polls are, saying has the lowest approval rating ever, and, he'd lose to a general election in a Trump, that's scary. That's where these conversations are coming from, where they're like, yo, you might need to step aside and put somebody else in there. Because, my fear is that the election is going to be close, right?
You've got a very powerful voice. You've got, incredibly influential show.
Does he?
You've got an audience that Democrats especially crave. And obviously Nikki Haley coming on, Republicans as well. Are you going to be using that voice to try to affect this election?
I'm going to tell people exactly what I'm seeing. I'm not going to endorse anybody, but I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm seeing. And what
he's not going to endorse this time. Well, Leonard, the damage is done.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
And I'm going to keep playing it.
I'm seeing is, democracy really on the brink. Right? Like this is, I would tell my listeners exactly what I'm about to say right now. For years, they've told us that, these people are threats to democracy. This person is absolutely a threat to democracy.
That sounds like an endorsement. I mean, it sounds like you're saying endorse not Donald Trump.
It's exactly what it is. Well, I don't know why he's sitting up here playing these daggone games. Child, what? He has said nothing positive about daggone Donald Trump, right? But he gonna big up Kamala. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, the thought process of many is that Joe might not make it through this presidency. So by the transitive property, obviously Kamala would become president and be the first woman and the first black woman. If anybody had any type of common damn sense, they would be trying to figure out how to tout that, because that's how you're going to get women. Because as was proven in last damn election, white women are going to vote with they men, regardless of what they say, regardless of how feminist they are. Okay. They're going to go ahead and they're going to do what they're going to do. That's why the damn thing was so damn close, child. Anybody who thinks that they're going to get all these women to just go ahead and vote for Joe, good luck with that.
Trump, which, as you've said,
yeah,
it's going to be Biden.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that's an endorsement. I'm just simply telling people what is going on out there. Because I'm gonna speak the truth about Democrats too. Because I feel like if you lie to people about Democrats, they won't believe you when you tell them the truth about Republicans. So if I lie to people about what I see with Joe Biden, they're not going to believe me when I tell them the truth about what I see with Donald Trump. So all you got to do at this point, and I hate to say this, but why do we keep having to say this? Pick your poison. One poison might send you to the hospital for a couple of days.
Yeah.
The other one's going to absolutely kill you.
Our thanks to Charlamagne for that.
Thanks to Charlamagne for that. All right, whatever y'all say, child. Half damn crazy. I'm not endorsing anyone. Pick your poison. I don't have anything to say.
We do not care.